Hey guys, how's it going? I'm back with another video, and as you can tell, I no longer have a mustache or a beard because I decided to shave today. I think I look pretty good. Well, today's video is going to be a different video. Excuse me. It's not going to be an album review. It's not going to be a song review or a CD pickups video. I decided to do a series that I started doing on this channel a long time ago, but I kind of got away from it. So every week or week and a half or so, meaning maybe either every Monday or every Wednesday, I'm going to start doing 5 song recommendations to recommend you guys to listen to. And I thought that would just be a fun thing to do. Now, these songs aren't necessarily going to be all new songs that have just recently come out or anything. It can be, sometimes it can be a wide variety. It could be something that came out 1 month ago, or it could be something that came out 20 years ago. You know, it's just songs that I'm kind of currently listening to right now, and I think that you guys would really like. So, without further ado, I got my list here. The first song I'm going to recommend is by the Christian rock band Disciple, and the song is called "For the Life of Me." Now, this is one of the most emotional songs that I think Disciple has ever done, and I think it's one of the best emotional ballad songs that they've ever done. And that's saying something because Disciple has a lot of good stuff in their discography, and I would definitely put this pretty high up there, maybe even in my top 10 songs from them. It's very emotional, it's very hard hitting. Kevin Young, the lead singer, does a fantastic job, and he really just dives into your emotions with the way that he sings, and it's very powerful, and it's very thought provoking. Now, I know a lot of you on here may or may not be religious, and that's fine. That's fine if you're not. You know, everyone's welcome here. But it's definitely talking about, you know, how if you give everything up to God, He will do everything in His power to make sure that you heal, and that He will always be there for you. And that's really what it's talking about. You know, for the life of me, I will always be there for you to help you. And whenever you feel like death is coming to get you, or you just don't feel right, if you hold on to Him, He will take it all away. And I think that's a very positive message. Now, like I said, some of you may not be religious, and that's fine. I'm sure you'll be able to interpret the song in a different way, because it's definitely open to interpretation, and you can have it mean whatever you want it to mean. That's the great thing about music and other forms of entertainment being so subjective. It can mean whatever you want it to. So yeah, my first recommendation is Disciple, For the Life of Me. Really great song. Okay, the next song on this list is by the band Sevendust, and it's the song Risen, which ironically enough is on one of my least favorite albums of theirs, which is All I See Is War. Now, I don't honestly remember why I didn't like that album so much, but for whatever reason it just didn't hit me like I thought it was going to. But going back and listening to it, this song Risen has really resonated with me, and it's basically just kind of like, it's almost like it's almost like in the song it's like crying out for someone to help you and to listen to you and stuff. There's one of the lines in the chorus that I really love, and it's ironic because I normally don't have anything to say, but I just love this line so much. It says, "If I fall, would you pick me up or kick me down again? If I tell you my deepest thoughts, would you?" Oh, now I'm gonna forget it. If I tell you my deepest thoughts, would you something and help me rise again? To me, that's a powerful chorus, and LaJauwn Witherspoon, the lead singer of Sevendust, does a really great job. Uh, it's really hard hitting. The guitar riffs at the beginning are very in your face. They're very, I guess, chunky, if you could even describe it that way. Once you hear the intro, you'll kind of understand what I mean by that. But again, yeah, great song. Definitely one of my favorite Sevendust songs right now. So yeah, Sevendust with their song Risen. That's number 2. And the third song I'm going to recommend is by the band The Amity Affliction, and it's called It's Hell Down Here. This is one of my new favorite songs. It's very relatable. The very first line of the song is it heaven up there because it's hell down here? And I think I don't think, I know that we have all felt that way a time or two, where sometimes some days just don't go the way you want them to, and it does feel like it's hell down here. It's hell on earth sometimes, but you can overcome that, and I think that this song is saying that, is it heaven up there because it's hell down here? But that doesn't necessarily mean that every day on earth is hell, even though it might feel like it at times. So overall, I think this is a positive song. It reinforces the idea that that we're not alone in how we feel sometimes, and it's very relatable. We've all felt that way a time or two. Very hard hitting song, very heavy, not only musically but lyrically as well. So yeah, my third song choice, Amity Affliction, It's Hell Down Here. Good song. Now this next song is an older song. It came out in the mid-2000s, and it's by the band Evans Blue, and the song is called Beg. And I have been listening to this song non-stop ever since I first heard it. And I just recently got into Evans Blue, I want to say earlier this year. Excuse me. I definitely knew who they were at the time, but for whatever reason I just never checked out any of their music, and I really like it. I really love almost all of their albums, especially their first 2, and I think that's the consensus with most Evans Blue fans. The first 2 are like masterpieces, and after listening to them I can definitely understand why people feel that way. But this song in particular, Beg, oh my, I love everything about it. I love the structure of the song. I love the melodies, the harmonies. I love the way the lead singer sings. The lyrics. I just don't have enough good things to say about it. It's definitely talking about love, and from what I can interpret, it's almost like, like begging, having to beg someone to love you even though they probably don't love you back. That's the way I see it. I could be totally wrong about that, but like I said earlier, it's subjective. It can mean whatever you want it to mean. Because the line in the chorus says, "Would you beg me and tell me how to love you like anybody else would?" And I really like that line. You guys know I'm a lyrics guy anyway, so anytime I get a chance to talk about the lyrics, I'm going to. But yeah, really great stuff, and I would just check out the band Evans Blue as a whole. Really good stuff. So yeah, that's my 4th recommendation, Evans Blue with the song Beg. Okay, now this 5th and final song is a newer song that just came out a few months back, and it's by the band Staind, and it's one of their singles, Lowest in Me. Now, when I first heard that Staind was coming out with an album, and it was their first album in 11, 12 years, I didn't realize that it had been that long since they had released new music. So when I first heard this single and that they were coming out with an album in September, I got really excited for it, because I did like a few Staind songs from back in the day, like It's Been a While and For You, So Far Away, and basically the hits. Yeah, and Lowest in Me seems to kick back up right where they left off, in my opinion. Definitely something that I think could be found on their Break the Cycle album. And that's my favorite Stained album so far. I haven't listened to them all, but it's definitely good stuff. Um, Definitely very, um, yeah, I have a marker in my hand, in case you guys are wondering. That's what I was using to write down these song recommendations. But anyway, uh, I'm going to quit yapping here in a minute. But yeah, Lowest in Me is definitely a really hard hitting song. It sounds just like any other Stain song. If you've heard a Stain song, you know, it's nothing new, it's nothing groundbreaking, but it's definitely a really good song. Again, the lyrics are really, really good, and Aaron Lewis, the lead singer, does a really great job. So yeah, those are my 5 recommendations for you guys for this week, and I'm going to try to keep it up. I really am. Like I said, maybe every Monday or every Wednesday, whichever I decide to do. This is going to be episode number 1. And who knows what I might have for you guys next week. I could have some of the same bands on here, or it could be an episode where all the recommendations can be from one band. I haven't quite decided just yet. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys have heard of these bands and these songs, I want to know what you guys think of them. So leave a comment down below, subscribe to my channel, tell your friends and family about me, and as always, I will see you guys next time. Take care.